Welcome back to the Real Estate Reel. Today we are looking at Family Guy and see how they portray real estate versus what the reality of the situation is.
Laugh and cry.
He's a family guy.
The whole world smiles with you.
Oh, good. You're already here.
I'm sorry?
Can we ask you a few questions?
Yeah, sure.
Is this a good neighborhood?
Yeah, it's a great neighborhood. A lot of families, good parks, 6 fire hydrants, but they are unavailable. They are previously claimed. They belong to some badass.
Okay, but do you think this house will hold its value?
I don't see why not. It's got a nice porch. And the yard's got plenty of room for little ones. Although that's really up to the two of you.
Hey, so sorry I'm late. Let me show you the house.
No need to. Your partner already sold us on it.
Sorry, I didn't realize they thought I was a real estate agent.
You are a real estate agent. You just don't know it yet.
What do you mean?
Look at that smile. You're a born salesman. You should come work for me.
Huh. Never thought I'd be in real estate. You think I can handle it?
Every other divorced mom at my kid's school is a realtor. I think you can handle it.
So, a few things with that. One, I thought it was really interesting, all of the questions that they asked Brian. There are things that you are allowed to ask a realtor and things that you aren't allowed to ask a realtor. When they referred to as, oh, do you think this is a good neighborhood? I was like, you can't really ask that. But they started to get a little bit more specific with, or at least Brian's answer of like, oh, it's really close by to parks, the fire hydrants, which was funny. They were all objective facts to it. So you can't ask like, oh, what kind of people live here? You can't ask, anything about churches or religious stuff, things of that nature. So I thought that was an interesting little tidbit. The other question that they asked is, will it hold its value? Absolutely. That gets asked to me almost on every single showing that I do. People want to make sure that their investment, the largest investment probably of their lives, is going to be secure. So they'll ask like, yeah, what do you think is going to happen in the next few years? Which I give my best answer that I can. But yeah, really, really common. The next thing about that guy coming up and just being like, hey, do you want to be a real estate agent? It's unfortunate. It takes a little bit more than that, but not much. You have to take a whatever exam, but a lot of the times people just go, oh yeah, I'll do this.
Bonnie, I still don't get why you want to see this house. The foundation is totally out of whack. I mean, the whole house is slanting down to that cliff over there.
Uh-huh. Can you open the sliding door? I'll take it.
That right there, that's the perfect example of a larger lesson for realtors that I learned early on, that you keep your opinions to yourself as a realtor, as far as, like a feature of the house. Because in this case, the house was slanted. The foundation was whack. He was absolutely right to call that out. I would too. But it's funny that we all have our own personal opinions, and we might go, wow, this house is not it. Oh my God, this is bad. But your buyer might go, no, this is my dream house. So you want to definitely make sure that you just keep your opinions to yourself, because what you might not like, your buyer might love. And in this case, Bonnie wants the slanted house next to a cliff.
So tell me again, where's the lake?
Right there.
And where's the summer camp?
Right over there.
I'll take it.
Now, I am obligated to disclose that the previous owners were murdered in this house.
Whoa, buddy, quit drilling. You already struck oil.
Don't have to disclose that. At least in the state of Pennsylvania, there could have been a triple homicide in the living room. Nobody has to say anything about that. Also, yeah, that is funny that if somebody does Google a house address and there was like a big news story that shows like a murder or something, that might be a selling point. That once again, our opinion is, oh yeah, there was a murder in this house, or this was whatever. That might be a huge selling point for buyers. People come in all shapes and sizes and want different things. That might be a selling point.
All right, guys, here it is. Prescott Towers, Quahog's premier luxury living experience.
Nestled somewhere between the ocean and your imagination, Prescott Towers. Quahog's only luxury residence catering exclusively to the affluent.
Affluent means rich.
So you can't say that this is catered towards the rich. Yeah, you cannot do any type of ad that is discriminatory towards financial status. You know, subjectively speaking with that.
The ceiling is a pool. The ceiling is a pool. Quagmire, you gotta get this.
I don't know about buying a place without seeing it first.
Of course not. I wouldn't expect you to. But as your friend, I wanted to let you know early because there's another buyer who's about to snap it up. I think he's a pilot for Delta.
Delta? It's not Lou Sheridan, is it?
Well, I'm not really permitted to say. Do you like Lou Sheridan?
I hate Lou Sheridan.
It's Lou Sheridan.
That happens a lot. Realtors will go, not necessarily to a buyer directly, but to a buyer's agent. Oh, yeah, we got other offers. Oh, yeah, no, we got, you know, much interest in this. And there might not be any, but it definitely strikes an emotion for people that for them to act on something that they might have not moved on prior. It's interesting. Just the competition comes out in us.
All right, Quagmire, now when you introduce us to the ladies by the pool, I'm a millionaire, Joe's a war hero, and Cleveland is Magic Johnson.
I own a lot of theaters. I hope you don't know much else about me.
Is this the right address? This doesn't look like the building from Brian's presentation.
Come on, Quagmire, never judge a book by its cover. Or a movie. No!
Yeah, that happens. If you purchase a home and you don't even do a video walkthrough of it, that is the reality. That's the very probable reality of the situation. I've had buyers that they've contacted me and they're like, Ken, I just want to put an offer on it. I'm like, okay, do you want to go see it? Nope, I'm out of state. Okay, do you want me to do a video walkthrough? Nope. I saw the pictures, I saw the promotional footage, whatever. Want to put an offer on it right now. I'm pre-approved. Here you go. And sometimes you open up that door after the closing, especially don't do a final walkthrough, and it's that bad, sometimes worse.
Why are you wearing that? Did you go to that John Popper estate sale?
No, me and the guys are doing our own HGTV show.
What? I'm a mom. I love those shows. I would have done that with you. I'm just sitting here reading a blank book. When it's not my story, they give me empty books.
Sorry, we already shot our first one. Check it out.
This week on Kitchen House, the Kitchen Boys take on a 4-bed, 3-bath craftsman and transform it into a nonsense 7-kitch no-bath. But first, they meet with some new clients looking to make updates to an old family home.
Okay, the first thing I do is take down this wall to open up the kitchen. Just make this whole room a kitchen. And then I'm gonna gut this bathroom, pull out all the toilets, and make it a kitchen. Same thing upstairs and in the master.
So we won't have any toilets?
Well, sinks are basically toilets. I mean, they're both just holes with water.
But it feels different.
I can show you, and you'll see there's a very minimal difference.
I just don't think I can go to the bathroom in a sink.
That's what everyone says until they do it once. And then you realize they're both just holes with water.
Why do you keep saying that?
Because it's true. Now, let me walk you through my thoughts on the garage. You see where that car is parked? Imagine that all kitchen.
They're really going after the whole cliche phrase that kitchens and bathrooms sell houses, that the better the kitchen is, the more your house is going to go for. The logic is that the more kitchens that you have in the house, the more it's going to go for, I guess, in this case. Sure. Yeah, because you don't need a bathroom like he's trying to sell, or a bedroom for that matter, you know, just holes with water in them.
5 front doors.
So the first thing I think when I look at this house is not enough front doors. And before you ask, this is in no way related to any OCD compulsion I have about needing doors to correspond to each weekday. Now, let's go buy some doors and big hammers.
You will see on flips some sort of investor or flipper's taste. It is funny. It could be how many outlets are in a place, or in a room, I should say, or particular colors or something like that. It is interesting. People unintentionally will leave their own taste and own biases while they renovate.
So, what is it you wanted to show me?
That, Brian.
Well, it's a rundown old house.
Well, yes, I suppose to the untrained eye that's what it would look like. Walk inside with me, Brian.
Never go into a house like that. Just that's trespassing. That's so risky if you get hurt. Just please don't do that. That's not how this works.
This is disgusting. Smells, it's falling apart. You can hear the mice humping in the wall.
Oh, that was so awesome.
That's why we can get it for a steal, Brian. We fix it up and sell it for a huge profit.
You're crazy. No, I'm not going to buy this house with you.
Fine, I'll just give the profits to another investor. Plenty of others interested.
Oh, yeah, like who?
Mort Goldman, for one. Says it's a smart investment, but what does he know? He's only Jewish.
All right, I'm in.
Perfect. By Christmas, you and I are going to be richer than Bob Saget.
Yeah, chances are if a baby and a dog see the investment potential in a house, a couple of things are probably true. One, it's actually not that good of an investment, because if it was, a larger, more experienced flipper would have already picked this up and have been able to massively outbid you. And that's where it goes to my next point, that whatever capital as a normal first-time investor you'd be able to bring and resources, you will not be able to match what a more seasoned investor will be able to. They'll bring in a crew, they'll have it done in probably a few months, if that. Yeah, no, it's the fact that that place has been sitting is a red flag. And if it's too good to be true, it probably is.
All right, Brian, I'm going to go up to the upper level and run this wire down through the wall. Grab your walkie. I'll call you when I get up there.
Okay.
Brian, pick up. Over.
What?
Brian, please say over when you finish talking. Over.
What? Over.
Do you see the wire yet? Over.
No.
No what? Over.
No, over.
Okay, I'm going to start feeding it through. Over.
Wait, if you haven't started feeding it, why'd you ask me if I could see it?
Didn't copy that. Over.
I said, why'd you ask me if I could see it if you haven't started feeding it? Over.
Oh, that's better. I can hear you now. Over. Do you see it yet? Over.
You know, you're a jackass. For the record, I don't want to hang out with you anymore when this is over.
When this is what, Brian? Over.
I said I don't want to hang out with you anymore when this is over.
When this is what? You got to finish your sentence. Over.
That's it. My sentence is over.
Your sentence is what, Brian? Over.
My sentence is... Wait a minute. I have to say over even if the sentence ends with the word over?
Ends with the word what, Brian? Over.
Oh, I see the wire.
You see the wire what? Over.
Over!
Yeah, that, for as funny as that scene is, that happens as far as, like, the core of that, where two friends want to go and invest and flip a house because it seems like it's quick cash. It seems like it's fun. Oh, yeah, we can flip this, you know, in our spare time with our extra money, whatever. But then by the end of it, you're not friends anymore. It's an extremely stressful situation. You know, you're gambling a lot of money at the end of the day, and tensions are high. It's not uncommon that people go, no, I don't want anything to do with my business partner. That could have been my best friend going into this, but going out of it, you don't want anything to do with them. It happens.
You know something, Brian?
Yeah?
I'm starting to think maybe we bit off a little more than we could chew.
Yeah.
Well, we're in it, and we're gonna finish the job.
Should we get started on the upper level?
No.
Yeah, glad that they did that, because it looks like that they weren't even past the demo stage, and when people see the demo on specifically like HGTV shows and stuff like that, it looks like it's just chaos and a lot of fun of just destroying a house. But in reality, it's very methodical. You have to make sure that you're taking out walls and putting up supports in a very systematic way, so therefore the place doesn't literally cave in on you like this happens. People die from making those mistakes. It really does happen, unfortunately.
What the hell are we gonna do? We've sunk all of our money into this place.
I've got an idea. I'll be right back. So, listen, we're gonna want to be leaving now.
Why?
Because I just emptied a full tank of gasoline and lit a match. We've got about 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part about flipping, is that, you know, if it works out, best case scenario, you'll end up getting a good bit of money from it. But worst case scenario, you are in way over your head, you know, assuming that you don't commit fraud and blow the place up. And, you know, I'm sure that's a major crime. You're going to be on a property out tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you're not going to even be able to sell it because of the renovations that you at least started, possibly devalue the property, especially if you're damaging it more than what it was originally worth. It's, yeah, this happens.
Didn't we have an electrician in there today?
He left. Pretty sure he left.
Isn't that his truck?
Well, by God, Brian, we're murderers. I guess this means you'll be going to doggy hell.
PSA, don't blow up the house. Just take the hit. It will suck financially, but yeah, it's better than jail. Well, that was an interesting deep dive into Family Guy's portrayal of real estate. I do want to give credit to the writers that at the surface level, it was funny, but there was a lot more in-depth analysis or research that they clearly did. So kudos to them. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe for more real estate reels.